Hey guys, I'm just setting up for our live stream at 11:30 US Mountain Time in a few seconds, literally. And I'm just wanting to check the quality because I'm showing that it's not that good a quality for the live stream. So for those of you who are early and you're watching, I would love it if you could post a comment in the comment section. Let me know how is that quality, how's the sound, and how is the picture. So that we've got a really awesome show for you today, because Bitcoin is going to the moon literally tomorrow. And there's a little bit of a catch on that, and I will tell you what it is. Just signed up for the masterclass. Oh, great, Kelly. Awesome. What's the quality like, Kelly? Oh, it's 11:30. I always like to start on time. Okay, so the title of the show was that Bitcoin is going to the moon, literally. And what I mean by that is eventually Bitcoin is going to go to the moon, because look at this. On the monthly, we're right up against the resistance here of this downward sloping resistance line on the monthly of the actual whole bull market that we have had since we started our ascent back here in last year. So that's a bull pennant, and depending on where that breaks out, like if we do break out today, we'll see, we could go to 100,000. We're trading over 50,000 right now, but we could also come back down, reestablish some kind of support, turn around and come back up. And I'm going to show you why the new moon tomorrow can give us an indication of which way it's going to go. So quality is perfect. Oh, that's great. Good to know. Awesome. So let's get into it. So let us have a look at the daily. As I said, we are pushing right up against this resistance line here. And I've just taken all of my other busy charts out. I'm going to go over to the busy chart later. Look at that. That's the one I work on. But I'm trying to clean things up for you guys so you can see. But we clearly have a W that we have broken out of on the daily, which is incredibly bullish. And it's going to be very important because this neckline could be the area that we retrace to, okay? And we may not retrace lower than that. We'll see as we go through the technical analysis. So the target for that takes us out of that big monthly pattern that we have been in. And depending on where we break out, it could be down here, or let's just say here, then the target is going to be around 56,000. So if we break out of there, we're going above 56,000, but that is that first target. So then if we come into the 4 hour, you see that we are traveling up in an upward trend here. You could call this a bull flag. It is going on a little bit long for a breakout. We would want to see a breakout within the next 4 hours, which looks like it's going to take us up to 51,761, depending on where it breaks out. Obviously, the longer it takes us to break to the upside, then the higher rather that target's going to be. If this isn't a bull flag and this is actually an ascending channel, breaks to the downside and goes to where the candle opened here, which is 48,522, which is approximately another retracement support area. I did a whole lot of structural support in yesterday's live stream too. So if we do get a bigger drop, you'll know where all of the support levels are to put in longs or to buy if you're spot buying in. So you want to have a look at yesterday's live stream. Today, I want to go on what is imminent, and are we going to the moon or are we going to the half moon, and what does that mean? Because tomorrow, the 6th of October, we've been talking about Pluto going retrograde, and then it's got has been in retrograde and now it's going direct. and that can have an effect on the markets as well as current events. And Pluto, god of the underworld, drags up conspiracy, drags up corruption, drags up the shadow, drags up crap. And usually you see the influence of the theme of where it's going to go forward in the few days leading up to it. And what did we see yesterday, guys? What did we see? We saw a bombshell of a document come out from a Facebook whistleblower that coincidentally crashed Facebook and its assets, WhatsApp and Instagram. So that's Pluto retrograde influence. We can expect more of that sort of thing in the upcoming month as we start moving forward. How does it affect the markets? Well, it can also affect the markets by going, having a little bit of a retracement. And we have new moon, and I just want to show you this awesome chart here by Maren Altman on TradingView, where she has put all of the full moons up here on the price action above, and she's put the new moons underneath the price action. Sorry, the other way around. The top is the new moon, right? New moon's at the top, full moon's at the bottom. Whenever we have had a new moon, we've had a bit of a retracement. It doesn't signify what size the retracement is, but it does show that we've had a rally, we've got a market top, and now we're going to correct a little bit. We've had a rally, and now we've got the market top, and now we're going to retrace a little bit. We've had a rally here, and this is a little bit of a retracement on the way up to a bigger target. And that's what I think is possible for happening tomorrow and the next day. So you can see new moons, we can see corrections, and full moons, we start to see reversals to the upside. So the 2 weeks leading up to the full moon, we may see a little bit of downward action, but I think we're probably going to follow this fractal here. And the reason I think that is because the charts are showing that. So let's get back to the charts. Oops. You'll see my trades. I only have literally $50, $60, $100 left in these trades because I've taken all the profit out because this is a little too nail biting for me coming up here. So not at all, not much money in the market, because this morning, see how we were hitting this resistance and then we went up and broke out of it, which was awesome. But when we were hitting this resistance, it was looking like we were going to descend right down. But I'm getting ready for short, so I pulled out pretty much all of the trades. Just got that last few minutes in there to get up to here. So I think we need to look at the Ichimoku, and you can see that the Ichimoku cloud is really bullish. So this is why, but we do have a rounding off here. And often when we see the Ichimoku green cloud rounding off like that, we get a retracement through the cloud, but it's not one of those really big drops that we see. It's more of a little bit of a drop. Also, whenever we have a W pattern and we break the neckline, sometimes we come down a little bit to gather momentum to go back up. So we could break out of here today. Usually Tuesday, towards the end of Tuesday, there's a bit of a retracement. Wednesday morning, there is a bit of a rally, often in terms of the law of odds without the moon. But as we go into that new moon, within the day or so of the new moon, we could see a retracement. So I would say that right now, everything is looking good to go up. But look at this. The baseline of the Ichimoku cloud and the conversion line are almost converting on the 4-hourly. So when green is on top, green in front of us on the Ichimoku cloud, lagging span is not in the price action, bullish. When the red is on top, green is on the bottom, and we start to see some red cloud coming in ahead of us, we're looking like a correction is coming. So let's have a look at the 1 hour and see where we're going. So the 1 hour is showing that we've got a few hours of indecision here, right? But we've got a big gap between the green and the red, which is really awesome. So if you're thinking of entering along here, I would be very, very cautious, because we just don't know when that turnaround is going to happen. I can say, oh, new moon tomorrow. We could see it tomorrow or Thursday. We could even see it tonight. But on the other hand, it feels like Bitcoin is chomping at the bit to just take off. And there's a lot of institutions and whales that are shorting the market right now. All the short orders are in. So they know that there's a peak coming, and sometimes, we know we can get those freakish moments and just take off and liquidate all those shorts. But that's what is happening. So I would be setting up your next longs for retracements, and see yesterday's video for all of the biggest support levels. I will go over some of the immediate ones today. Or you could be setting up for your shorts, just watching where are we actually going to top out. We appear to be getting some kind of a resistance here, and that could also be a double top, guys, because both of these red candles have touched this exactly. So I would be watching. So what I do in this instance is I'll come down to the 15-minute and have a look at the Ichimoku and see what's going on the shorter time frame. I still have not figured out this new, what do you call it, update of TradingView. Here we go. Let me just keep extending this here. Let's bring this up here just so we can watch that there. Ichimoku cloud is looking like it could flatten out here. So this is why I wouldn't be entering into a long, because everything is showing that at some stage a turnaround is coming. So you'd be better off setting up your next trade. So if we come over to my messy chart, where are the support lines of this chart here? And let me take the Ichimoku out and put in the support lines. See this cup and handle here? Boom, there's the cup, there's the handle. We've broken out and we've come back down. The fact that we've got a bull flag, a cup and handle, we've got bullish sentiment in the Ichimoku, is why I'm thinking we might not get a retracement all the way back down to 38,000 or 39,000. I'm thinking that we could go, if we touch 50,385, and we come back down, let's say 10%, let's say that's a 10% drop, because that can happen, right? And we're all good. Oops, I've run out of chart. This is speculation, guys, but what I'm looking for here is, this is, excuse me. Usually you would just go like that and then it would disappear the first time, but it takes a moment. Where are those support lines? Support and resistance. And we're going to get the 10%. Where do we go to if we head down to 10%? See, we're getting down to like about 45,300, 45,350 as a potential to where we could drop to. But there are significant support levels at 45,000, because that was, if you come into this zone here, where are we? I need to go back to the 1 hour. 46,900 down to 45,000 was quite a bit of resistance. 45,000 particularly is the top of a lower resistance line. Then we hit 46,900. Then we hit 48,000 as resistance. So now we're going back down. Those are possible entry points for longs for where we might head in there. And if you're in our Discord server, which then the link for that is below, you'll be seeing us posting our potential entry points for Bitcoin. But look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 53,000 is the top of the falling wedge that we've been in. Bullish patterns that have higher levels showing us we could go higher within the next 24 hours before we do get a pullback. And that's what we need to watch for. If we have a look at this here, so this is how my charts get to be like pickup sticks. That is a descending wedge, which is bullish. Breaks to the upside. We're right up against the resistance right now. Will we turn around and come back down, reverse and come back up again? Let's have a look on the Ichimoku cloud. But that's at least going to take us back up to 50,418. And if we have volume coming in, which we do, volume's looking pretty good. A little bit of a battle going on here. Looked like we were going to get a bearish divergence, but we didn't at the last minute. The RSI just goes right up here, and so it's like all systems go. So that is what we're looking at for Bitcoin. So let us look at this chart here, half moon. The half moon of these dark red dots at the top. When we go to half moon, which is happening tomorrow, there is usually a retracement just before or just after. So within a day or 2 days after. So these next 3 days, I think, are going to be really critical. And if you're in trades, you need to protect them by putting in proper risk management, stop losses, watching them, setting your alarms, not getting too greedy. Like I said, I was looking at things going, I don't know if we're going to get all the way up to here, all of these. I would love us to, but I'm just not sure that that's going to happen. And then so I took just about everything out, and I've just got tiny weeny little amounts to go up, so I can't lose. And all of my trades are in profit right now. So if we go up, that's great. If we go down, it doesn't matter. I've taken most of the profit off the table. So let's have a look at Ethereum. See, Ethereum is often leading the way, more often than not right now. We're in an ascending wedge going upwards, and we are going to come back down to 3290 potentially if we get a retracement. And so you know how we always used to look at Bitcoin and go, what's Bitcoin doing? And now we know what all the other coins might do. More and more, I'm looking at Ethereum and going, well, Ethereum sometimes is out in front of Bitcoin, giving us an idea that we could be getting a retracement. And in this instance, we are having a hard time getting above 3,448. If we get some volume coming in on the green candles and we head back up, we could be able to push this up. And certainly if Bitcoin just takes off, this could be enough excitement to get us all the way up to 3,522 before we reverse back down. But here's what I want to put out to you. Whether you believe in astrology or not, don't worry about that. Just know that on a week-on-week basis, the law of averages shows that if we pumped on Monday or we had a rally on Monday, which we did, if we rally on Tuesday, which we did, there is usually a retracement on Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday night, before we then rally again on Wednesday morning before a dump comes in Wednesday afternoon through to Thursday or Friday. And if you watch every single week, there are scenarios that happen that if they happen, this is what then happens. And that's what we cover on our channel. So if you want to know about scenario trading that affects price action and you're not subscribed, love your subscription. Click the bell, hit all, so that you can see the live streams that we do, notifications, plus we upload technical analysis and market analysis training to teach you how to be better at charting, better at analyzing the market, better at analyzing the charts. And we upload those tutorial videos every day. We live stream every Wednesday, but this week for the next 10 days, we are going to be going live every day, because what we want to do is follow this moon phase all the way up to the 10th, 11th or 12th of October, because we've got Saturn coming out of retrograde, which usually in the stock market, that would always see some kind of massive price action. So quality is perfect for me. Pandora's, oh cool, great, yay. Okay, so we're nearly there. Want to let you know that at the top of the comments section is the link to my free webinar on Thursday. I'm going over the secret keys to successful crypto trading if you want to exponentially increase your income every day. So what I'm going to be doing, it's totally free to join and there's no catch. It's you're going to get $50 off our event if you don't have your ticket already. We're going to go over the 5 keys to trading profitably if you're wanting to generate life-changing income. Also, 2 strategies that I follow that creates a crypto portfolio that generates passive daily crypto and even free crypto daily. Don't underestimate the power of compound interest and passive income either. So we're going over how do you set that up. We're going to be looking at the number 1 thing that sets the successful top 10% of traders apart from those that lose or just never make the money that they want, and where the market is going in the next 3 months and how you are best to capitalize on the coming bull run super cycle. So there's going to be a lot in that webinar. We're going to action pack it, put aside an hour and a half because usually I teach and then I open it up for question and answers and going over anything that I have presented there. We also have the Conscious Crypto Traders event. It's coming up on the 15th of October, 3 days of some of the top YouTubers in cryptocurrency doing masterclasses with you. We're helping you put your portfolios together, looking at your strategies for this super cycle, what altcoins and you need to have, where they're going to go, and how much further have we got to go, so that as you come out of those 3 days, you're going to have on paper a really clear pathway forward instead of going, oh, so much information, I don't know what to do. It's like, no, this information is going to be drip fed to you over 3 days. So at the end of it, you have a very clear pathway forward, and it's massaged in such a way that you know step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, right? So get your ticket for that. The link for that is the Conscious Crypto event is below. And that is that, I think. If anybody has any questions about the moon cycle or anything like that, head on over to our Discord server. Link for that is below as well. Join the crowd and be part of that conversation. So just to recap, we're losing a little bit of momentum in the market here for Bitcoin. We're in a downward channel, so we could see some downward action. Certainly by tomorrow afternoon, be very, very careful of trades. And if you're going to long, I would only be doing that if all indicators are go, because of this. History has shown us in every new moon, there has been a retracement, and sometimes there has been a very big retracement. I'm not feeling that's what's going to happen. I think 45,000, 48,000 is where we're going to come back and retest the market. And the reason that I think that is, have a look at the market structure of, hang on, let me go back to my clean chart and put you in the weeks. The market structure, remember when we had this big dip? Boom, big dip there. We've come back down, actually created a cup and handle there. And so I think we need to retest where's the higher low, right? We've come up here, we did lower lows, and now we're doing higher highs and higher lows. So I think that if we go below 39,500, I will eat pizza. I will not eat my hat. But I think it's more likely that the lowest we would go would be 43,000, 43,100, more likely to go to 45,000, 45,500, 800, or even 48,000 and retest that. So that's why I think that is. So let us put in this cup and handle, because I had forgotten about that, and see where that takes us. See, so like often when we get big retracements, there are bullish patterns and bearish patterns, bullish signs, bearish signs simultaneous, and we just nail biting to the end. Which way are we going to go? Are we going to go to the moon or not, right? Or are we going to go to the dark side of the moon down the bottom? but we've got bullish pattern after bullish pattern after bullish signs after bullish structure, and just these scenarios that could mean a retracement. So again, kind of thinking, we might get a 10 to 15% retracement, which is perfectly normal within a bullish movement. So there again, if we break out of this neckline, which we've actually broken above. So if we come back up and then retest this and come back up again, then we're looking at 73,300. So all signs pointing to the moon with a retracement possible later tonight, tomorrow morning, Thursday at the latest. And we'll see. I'm going to be going live tomorrow with Teresa, so we'll check it out. And don't be skeptical, and also don't get too excited and put in trades that end up reversing. Okay, so be very, very, very careful right now. Right now, I would be looking at setting up your shorts and setting up your longs. And if you want to have a little bit more information on that and those setups, go over to the Discord server, hit the technical analysis channel, and join in the conversation there. And for those of you who are in the Ninjas group, the signals are already in, and for the buy orders, and I'm going to be monitoring that as the day goes on, certainly as we head towards the new moon. Remember, if you haven't made your first 100,000 in crypto profits through trading, you want to be at my free masterclass, and you definitely want to get your ticket for the Conscious Crypto events. Links are below, and I am going to see you hopefully on the bright side of the moon sooner rather than later, and definitely at the live stream tomorrow. Bye for now.